Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. Before you come in the chat, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and afterwards, share the video, please. It is extremely hot up in this room, so if you see me leaning back, I'm trying to get cooled by the air conditioner. So there's Lenore. Welcome in, sweetie. Good to see you. Is it hot where you're at, Lenore? Because it's not too bad here. It's just you know, it's up here, the shingles are there, and it just gets really hot upstairs. So, but anyway, humidity's not too bad here. It was beautiful the other day, but touch this. I was digging around downstairs and I did find some antique. It was like what salesmen used back in the day to show rings. I've got one, two, three, four, five of those available, and they are antique. So I've got four is let's see, one, two, four is wrapped up, and I have one to show. I have other jewelry boxes. I have jewelry. So this is just going to be a mix, and we'll give it a few more minutes for some people to come in, and then we'll get started. I know a lot of people do look for jewelry boxes, so this I finally found this. This was the picture frame I was talking about. There's kind of a little new and a little old on that. And it's just a little frame like that you could buy at Hobby Lobby. The little stick goes in the hole. And it just has a little bit of everything on it. I see some old beads. I see some new things. And there's Eldine. Welcome in, sweetie. And I just thought it was real neat. And it'd be real neat to, get your jewelry together. Well, thank you for being here, Aldine. I appreciate you being here. And just to do this and have everyone purchase their little wooden thing, you probably get these at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree. But I just thought that the creativity in that and how nice would that be to make and give as a gift. You could take oh gosh, guys, I forgot that Xbox. I have an Xbox for sale, and I don't know what I did with all those games, but I do have an Xbox. Believe it or not, I don't think it was used very often. I don't know what I did with the games, but I've got art glass, jewelry, knickknacks, and everything like that. So if you see me leaning back, that's because that's for the air conditioner that could not be blasting high enough for my liking, but we just have a little bit of everything, and I thought this was so neat to be able to put together something like this, and they're just glass on here, older items, some newer items, and it's just I like the way they did that. So that would be a great project to do. It's got all these little doodads in it, and I just thought it was really neat. So, yes, I've got a little bit of everything. I have 10 of these, and I was looking online, and I think I saw where four of them sold for $30, and I have 10. So I know what I gave for them, and they are older. And let me get my reference book. I'm up here. Hey, Minnie, welcome in. don't have them written down, but I know what I paid for them. And all these are going up. There's 10. They're water goblets. And we just have a little bit of everything. I better move that or I'll be sitting here talking to myself where that goes out. But just a little bit of everything. Like I was telling Lenore, I have some antique ring display boxes. I've got jewelry boxes, glass, of course, but I thought I would kind of intermingle a little bit with some jewelry and things like that. So, not real busy, Minnie. Everything's kind of calmed down, and it's good. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. But you know me. I just have a little bit of everything. I've got my bleach wipes up here where I was wiping down glass because I can't stand it. I've got a beautiful vase, a beautiful picture. An Xbox is for sale. It's downstairs. I've got it in a storage cabinet. So it is, when you have to remember a lot of things to bring, it's like, and you come up them steps, you're like, oh my goodness. And it is a little bit cooler here. Humidity's not as bad, but it's definitely going to make a return for sure. I've got my trusty ice water. That's really all I drink is water and ice water. And hello, Tanya. Welcome in. Money, I have a few tests that I have been having. Hopefully it won't be too bad news. I hope not neither, Minnie. And we'll keep you in. Thank you, Shell Bell, and welcome in. And this is Eldine's first time here. And that's exciting. And you never know what, I have a variety of things that I do like to offer to you guys, but, I kind of think in the mode where I know what you guys like and I try to accommodate that. And if you see me lean back, it's because the air conditioner is blowing right there and it's hot up here. But I've got some jewelry boxes, and you love your jewelry boxes, especially Minnie. So we'll give it just a few more minutes for some people to come in, and we'll get started on these items. And yeah. So I lugged several things from downstairs up here, and like I said, one of them I've got antique. They're like they're ring boxes. They hold rings, and they were back in the day. They were displays for when people sold rings. That they had a display case, and these are antique for sure. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. First up, we might as well bring the jewelry box out. This is old, guys, and I think it may be from like the 60s or the 70s. As you can see, it's seen better days, but it's really neat and something that you don't see very often. This one has the key, which you don't see, and it does need to be cleaned out. And you guys know how I roll. And look at this. Just look at that. You have your mirror in the back. Look at the beautiful lining in that. The rings down the middle, like that. The mirror, and that's actually it's red, guys. It looks pink, but it's red. So I'll give you a measurement. I think, Lenore, if you wouldn't mind helping me out this afternoon, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to start this at $12, guys. And that, a starting bid of 12, and this is old. This is 11 inches. Thank you, Lenore. I appreciate you. And 11 by 8. It is old. It does come with the key right here. And this is something that you don't see much. There's your key. And like I said, she's old. But just because something's old doesn't mean it's not useful, right? So I see Minnie in at that $12 bid, and there is Francis. Welcome in. Good to see you. So I see Minnie at 12, looking for 14. It's red, guys. Got a beautiful backing on it. It's old. It does have the key that comes with it. A lot of people like the fact that it does have a key with it. So we'll just give it just a few more minutes, and if not, Minnie's going to take this one home. Like I said, the hands of time or time itself has been, thank you, Lenore. And here's your bottom. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it's still in good physical condition. So if I don't see any other bids in the chat, we will call this down for Minnie. So there I've got one that's really going to raise a ruckus out there. There's your back. So we'll give it just a few minutes to account for the lag. Wrong pen, and there's Bruce. I'm wearing Trifari tonight, guys. This is what Bruce got me into, and now I can't get out of. But this is all Trifari. The bracelet, the ring that I got from Raven's Chest Doug. So it's all Trifari. So we're going to call this down for Minnie, everyone. I don't see any additional bids in the chat. So going once, going twice. Final and last call. I don't see any other bids, and this beauty is going to Minnie. Like I said, this is probably from the late 60s, early 70s era. And congratulations. And there's Ada. Welcome in, sweetie. Good to see you. And also, I forgot to give my spiel, of course. Yeah. Of course, we're always really good to people in the chat. People come into a chat to enjoy themselves and avoid the drama, which I know you guys are not guilty of, but you got to say it. We bid in $1 increments up to 10. After 10, it's 2. After 50, it's 5, and after 100, it's 5. And there's Alfonso. And welcome in, sweetie. And don't forget that thumbs up. That's really important. And if you leave me a comment after this show, I would really appreciate it. It helps a lot. It really does. So, and if you are bidding and you're out in the chat, please indicate that. That keeps things flowing a little bit better. And there we go. And if you're new in the chat, you have to, and this is not negotiable, I need your YouTube name, real name, your address, and your PayPal email connected with your PayPal. It's non-negotiable. There's nothing worse than, I'll tell you what happened to me. I went ahead and I boxed like 12 glass items up, and I thought that person sent their information, and they didn't, because it takes work, guys. When you do glass, it takes work. And I try to be very precise with it. And just know that I do need that. Please and thank you. So that goes to Minnie. There's nothing more frustrating than that. So here we go with another one. Thank you, Lenore, because it's really important, guys. It's a necessity. You know, when you go into a retail environment, be it in a store and everything, you know, you got to have a debit card or a credit card. If you order something through the mail, you're going to have to give information. This is different to the fact that this is live. So there we have it. So check this out, ladies. This is wood. Just check that out. And I'm not harping on you. I'm just telling you. You know what they say, never bring your harp to the party, right? So, I don't know if she needs to be glued back. This, I'm really thinking it's in the, look at this, guys. This is amazing. Look at that. Okay, we have the little ballerina, but she has seen better days. She's got a broken leg and a broken hand, but I'll throw her in there just for giggles to keep it original, right? So there she is. This is fantastic, guys. I mean, really, but that's not all. Where's that? It is musical, and let's hope it works. More than likely, if you get this, you're going to have to go in there and lift that panel out. A lot of times these get dried out. So if you're, if being, you just have to oil these and walk them in, face the ace, and they'll be just like new. More than likely, this is set for a very long time. So if the music, not having the music part doesn't bother you and you're focused on the real thing, the beauty of it, I'm going to start this one at 18. It's probably worth 20, but it's in relatively good condition, guys. Has that nice lacquer sheen on it. We're going to start it at 18. Like I said, I've taken, all you gotta do is lift that panel out of there and get to it, because it's probably needs to be oiled. I'll give you a measurement. And then look at this. And then you have a little tiny box, and I would say this is for the things that maybe you wear more often, the rings that you go to, or the earrings. Starting bid 18. I'll give you a measurement. This is fantastic, guys. It's old. We have approximately 12 inches by 6 inches. It's in really good condition. Like I said, if not having music doesn't bother you, then because it probably needs to be oiled. And there that is, guys. It doesn't, this one does not have a key, but it is a nice one, guys. Even the interior on this, and it's red, is in great condition, guys. Minnie said, I heard enough, 18. So we have Minnie in at 18, looking for 20. This is fantastic. The inside's in great condition. It does have a drawer right over here. So Minnie is in at $18. Thank you, Face the Ace. So there we go. It's got your little feet on the bottom, which suggests maybe a better piece when they have feet and age, of course. So there's that. It doesn't have a key. The insides of it are gorgeous. And thank you for the hearts. I see Minnie at 18 looking for 20. It's a nice one. Now, if this had been like inlaid shell, the price would have been a lot different, because it's a lot more work to do that. So if I don't see any other interest in the chat, we are going to call this down for Minnie, because I know Minnie has lots of jewelry. present company included. And again, thank you guys for being here. So I don't see any other bids. We'll give it just a few more minutes while I get a sip. Mm-hmm. She's a nice one. So I see no other bids in the chat. Minnie, we're going to call this down for Minnie at 18. So we're going to go once to Minnie for that $18 bid. Going twice. Final and last call. Just got a little boo-boo on the corner, but when you're that old, you're going to have boo-boos too. And we are sold to Minnie. Congratulations. That one's yours, darling. And thank you so much. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Next. So, this is a mishmash of a, let me put your little ballerina in there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just for giggles. So this is indeed a mishmash of items, and I'll tell you why. I'm getting ready to offer these brand new picture frames. They're 5x7. They are all identical, brand new in the box. And there's one, two, there's three of them. How about $10 for all three? And they're elite. They are 5x7. And let's just do a buy it now of $10. We want to move this stuff out. We have three of them, and they are of this pattern right here. The bull, and it's a $10 buy it now. I wrapped them up in this paper. So you will be getting a total of three. So that is a buy it now. Whoever comes in will get these. And remember, guys, wouldn't this be great? Because I plan to go live and work on something like this. This is what I had that I couldn't find, and you could cover all that up with beautiful things. And Minnie says 10. So Minnie has the she gets it. Congratulations, Minnie. There. That's something that I missed putting in the estate auction because I had other plans, I guess. And we will, let me get a piece of tape. I hate it when a tape sticks to your fingers like that. Put this on here. Yeah, crafting. And there could be a video. Well, I will go live and we can do some of these together. You know, you can get a frame anywhere. So next up, we will do this. So I better use the white one for this, however broken down it might be. So guys, we know fall is coming, and if you ask me, it couldn't come too soon. So we got to get in that fall mode. After we get rid of August, I'm more than ready for cool weather, just sweater weather. Guys, this is not Lee Sands because Lee Sands uses different materials. What's that? Is it hot? Oh, it's hot, but it's not. extremely, but it's going to get that way. Look at that, guys. And this was made in the Philippines, and these are pierced earrings. Wouldn't this be great with a sweater, like a sweater type with like a beige or something, or even orange? So I am going to start the bid for both of these at $10. You will be getting the necklace, and it's kind of got a wood grain and some gold details in it. You're going to get the earrings as well, and we're going to start that at 10. Let me give you a measurement since you sit there talking and not doing what you should after I get this off. And I'll get you a measurement. It's not extremely long, but it's not short either. So we're looking about 26 inches, guys. Just think about fall, and the earthy tones do come in during that time of year, and you will have this beautiful set right here that resembles Lee Sands, but it's not. Lee Sands, some of his, you'll see LS on a lot of those. Isn't that pretty? And those are just wooden beads, and it's black on the back. And that's a total stunning little thing for $10 start bid. I'll move it in for you. You can see that gold detailing in there, or gold tone. Very earthy tones, very fall tones. And the thing about these necklaces, even though they're larger, they're not heavy at all. And this would fall about like this way to the side, and you will get the pierced earrings, and they were made in the Philippines. Oh, yes, it would. I mean, it's really kind of elegant without being too heavy, and I think it's really a beautiful piece. So there's that one, and the earrings. What a deal. Like I said, ladies, fall is approaching. Let me see what else I can find. So, if anyone is interested after the fact, send me an email, which I should have pinned to the chat. Shame on me. There we go. Got some hair doodads. It's a nice brooch. There's another nice one. There you go. If anyone is watching this after the fact and they want to purchase any item that was not sold in this live, feel free. Let me see. I have, and this would make a great gift. I go from one thing to another. I'm very unpredictable. Look at that. That is a Calibri of London, and that is and welcome in, Doug. Good to see you. That is a lighter, and we do know that it's brand new in the box. I'll take it out. Whoa, that works. And you just hit it just like that, and it is in the box. Retails for $40. Giftable big time. And I'll move it in so you can see it. So this is like a $40 lighter. We are going to do this for $20. $20. And it comes in its own box. There's that right there. It's really nice, guys. It's a Colibri of London. It is it has a wind resistant system, And there you have it right there. Isn't that nice? I mean, this is not a Bic. Thank you, Lenore. This is the real deal here, and it's probably low on fluid, or that fan blew it out. Very nice. So I'm not promoting anything bad. I'm just saying, if you are looking for something nice, then there you have it. Let me move it in a little bit. So, being that I want to move this stuff and I don't want to hang on to it, this is a buy it now of $15 right now. Brent, well, someone, I don't know if someone, if it, they came with it, but $15, buy it now. What a nice gift that would make for somebody. And there's your company brand right there. Nice little box in the box, but it's 15 now, but it will not be if someone contacts me later. So many said 15. So many gets that one too. Congratulations. There's no sense in holding on to this stuff, guys. It just don't make any sense. 15. That's really a nice one. Congratulations. Let me stick it to where I'll know. So, I got to put, it also comes with, let me put this back on there, make it look nice. But it is nice. What a gift that would be. Okay, Minnie is claiming the necklace and earring set at $10 as well. So she will be getting that. Congratulations. Sold. Thank you, Miss Minnie. It's pretty. I think it's nice. And when fall rolls around and the leaves are changing and we're leaning toward those muted colors, then there you go. Thank you so much, hon. Sold. You get a larger bag for that. And thank you guys for being here. I really that was a pretty banging deal, just saying. There you go, Miss Minnie. She's killing. A gift alert. Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Lenore, you'll have a nice little gift, and this is from Minnie. That will be yours. And that is going to Lenore, and she'll like that. From Minnie. Thank you so much. How sweet. I like to see things like that. Congratulations. Good deal. Okay, who's gifting who? Gift alert. Gift alert. Okay, I got that for Lenore. Okay, Shell Bell, the second jewelry chest, the Shell Bell. Minnie is just so sweet. Looky here, Shell Bell. You get a beautiful. Congratulations. Minnie's like that. She is such a sweet person, and thank you. It's really good. I mean, I think that really gets the chat going in a positive way. Congratulations, Shell Bell. That's our Minnie. Yes, Minnie is a very good person. She just like, I claim her. She belongs to me. Minnie said, now wait a minute. I do that sometimes, guys. I get really. Now, I have another one, guys, but the box is kind of seen better days. So let's just pull this one up. The box is really haberdashed, but whoa. Well, nothing like. I have another one in gray, guys, and it'll be. This one's a little bit smaller, but they're nice one, guys. That one probably needs. And we have a gray one, guys. The box has seen better days, and I probably just demolished it. So it's the same brand. The box, like I said, doesn't take long to. So we'll do. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a buy it now for $10 on this? Since I haberdashed the. Since I was kind of hard on the box, $10. And I think this is new, but someone kind of took care of that box. And Shell said 10 sold to Shell Bell. That's the way you do it, guys. If you don't want to, congratulations, sweetie. You don't want to deal with something or, you need to move it. That's how you do it. What's the sense in hanging on to something when you can move it right along? So we'll put this here. I'll just put this right in with this. Just sell it and be done with it. Don't jack around. Just sell it. You're welcome. So I have a lot of hair barrettes, guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barrettes in this, and I'll show them to you. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here is number 5. And we're going to sell all 5 for $7. $7 for all 5. I'm telling you, sometimes, if these were vintage, I know they do go for a good bit, but we'll sell all 5 for $7. Very sparkly, all of them out the door if anyone's interested. These are more of a bronzy tone. Jobel said 7. And just for giggles, I'll throw this one in too. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sold. Get it, Shellbell. Let me find something to put that in. Congratulations, you get them. Congrats, congrats. We got a lot of hair doodads here, and congratulations. Alrighty then. All right, guys. Speaking of picture frames. Oh no, no short hair. I keep mine that way, especially in the summer when it's hot. So we have this lovely vintage picture frame. It looks like it's like a wallet size, but how sweet would that be to put family pictures in? And there's Joanne. Welcome in, sweetie. To put pictures in. It is wooden. It does freestand, or you can bring it in like this. What is up? Like that. It doesn't seem to want to, maybe that's the intent. And it is vintage. That is glass in there. I'll give you a measurement. We are looking at just a hair between 11 and 11 and a half inches. And I'm going to do $10 on this picture holder. As you can see, it does hold 9 portraits. Great for like grandkids pictures, or just pictures if you've got a lot of children. You could put different, or grandkids, you could put your grandkids in there, and then if you want to keep it safe, and it closes up just like that. Very nice wood, nothing, no dings or dents. I'll give you a measurement to tell you the height. It is approximately just between 11 and a half, and we'll unfold. Guys, you know what this says on here? It says International Silver Company. Now, I didn't know that International Silver Company made things like that. I could imagine that. I don't know why that won't there. I could imagine that decorated with different things, and it folds up just like an accordion, just like that. So there's that. Really good condition, no scratches or nothing like that on that. So there's that one. So we will put that one to the side and go directly to this. Let's see here. This is an old one, guys, and I believe it is in Giovanni. I'm not for sure if this is in the original box, but take a look at this. Let's see if that pin goes beyond, and she is marked. Let's take a look here. Why do they put their stuff so darn close together? Isn't that nuts? Let's see if I can hold it here and look at it. It's got CA. That might be the original box, guys. I'm pretty sure. If they've shortened that, man, could be the what's in there. They put the darn lettering so close together. Hello. So it looks. Let me see if I can peel this back. Let's see here. Could very well be the original box. So in that case, this would be a Giovanni pen. Hello. And it's old too, trust me. Look at this. Gold toned. Beautiful rose. And there again, we've got the pen that does extend a little bit further beyond the pen stop. Right there. This is old, and I imagine it's the original box, and it says Giovanni on it, of all things. And I bet you it's the original box, and I can't tell much about it. That's what this is, and the condition of this, guys, is crazy. I think I'm going to start this at $12. There you have it. I believe the box is original to the piece. If I can hold still. Isn't that beautiful? There's your back. Ouch. Right there. It's a beautiful, I believe it's Giovanni. And for 12 bucks, I believe I'd take that all day and twice on Tuesday. That is beautiful. I can't really tell. Let me try it one more time without the light to see if the light could be the problem. This is so old that this was probably kept in a box. And I think it does say Giovanni on it. So if we have any brooch people out there that appreciate a really nice brooch, and I think it does. It's in its original box. It's just so old. That's a heck of a deal on that brooch. That's Giovanni. So there we have it. It is gorgeous, gold toned. And like I said, the pin does extend a little bit beyond the pin stop, as you can see right there. Comes in its original box. There's your box right there. Thank you for the hearts. That's a beautiful pin. Minnie said 12, so Minnie is in at 12, looking for 14. And there's Leslie. Welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. So, like I said, this is Giovanni pen right here, gold tone, and it's an old one, guys. No, I'm not pulling your legs. So I see Minnie in at 12 looking for 14. If not, we will call this down for Miss Minnie. So I don't see any movement in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and call this down for Minnie. What a deal that is. If, you know, brooch collectors like little facts like that. So we're going to go once to Minnie for that $12 bid. Going twice. Final and last call. And Minnie gets that for $12, and that was in the original box. What? That never happens. Giovanni is going to Minnie. I tell you, that was quite the deal there in the original box. Just saying. So, moving on. I know you guys like your trinket boxes just like I do. Woo! It's not too bad the sun's going down, thank goodness. So, you guys remember this beauty? Look at that. Now, is that not gorgeous? Beautiful blue, vintage to boot, ceramic. And I'm going to give you a measurement on it. It is just, look at that. I mean, really, that is so pretty. And I'll give you a measurement. This is spectacular. So I'm going to start this at that $12 bid, and that's a deal. It is ceramic. It's in beautiful vintage condition. A little bit over 5 inches on the bottom part. It is approximately almost 2 inches deep. Oh my God, guys, this is beautiful. And it comes across the hat at 7 inches. It's in pristine condition. It does not get any better than that. And I see Leslie in at 12. It is vintage. It's just, I have no words. And when I don't have any words, you know it's good. And we'll look at the beautiful and the delicate roses on that. So I see Miss Leslie at 12 looking for 14. If you are interested, thank you, Joanne. If you're interested, the time is now. Because once she's sold, she is definitely, that is just, it's even more beautiful in person. And it's just gorgeous. If you like a trinket box, we'll give it just a few more minutes. If I do not see any other interest, Miss Leslie is going to get a beautiful, I mean, this thing is, blows my mind. So, 12 looking for 14. If I see no other interest, we're going to start calling this down for Leslie. I know she had her eye on this one, and I don't blame her. So we're going to go once to Leslie for that $12 bid. Going twice, looking for 14. Final and last call. And it looks like Leslie has just gotten herself a beautiful, I mean, this thing is, blows your mind. And we are sold to Leslie. Congratulations, Leslie. This is a beautiful piece. And there you have it, guys. There you have it. Congratulations. So it's time to bring up, we've seen ceramic, we've seen jewelry, we've seen lighters, but now it's time for the glass. Guys, when I Googled this and I picked this up on my way out the door, that's art glass. And glass time, and the crowd goes wild. And there is bubbling, very indicative of art glass. And when I looked this up, I'm like, oh my goodness, really? So it's full of bubbles, very indicative of what art glass really is. From the top of the ball to the bottom, we're looking at about a little over 14 and a half inches. If you Google this and look, I'm not going to say a word because I know what it Googled for. So I'm going to put, hey, Sherry, welcome in, sweetie. I'm going to put this up in the camera and let you Google it because I was floored. So I'm going to put it up like so without getting too close. And I want you guys to take some Google, get that Google shot and go and look. I ain't saying a word. I am not saying a word about it. You'll see. Sometimes it's best not to elaborate on things that we see, but it is gorgeous. It's full of bubbles, as you can see. This goes straight. This is empty. This is not solid. If it had been solid, it'd been a lot heavier. And judging from what I've seen, we're going to have to start this at $20. $20. And if you Google shoot it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this is art glass at its finest. Of course, it does probably need a little cleaning. And it's a big one, guys. And it's the prettiest blue you have ever seen. It is gorgeous. It's big. It's something like that you would want to sit in your window and just watch the sunlight go through it. It is just gorgeous, guys. It is tremendous. And it's not little, as you can see. And as I told you how big it was, it's gorgeous. And if you are an art glass collector, then mm-hmm, yes, ma'am. It's a deal, guys. And like I said, it's loaded with bubbles. Yeah, that's what it retails for. It is not small by any means. Federal glass, I've had some federal glass. Sherry, I haven't come across. Yeah, I didn't say no. That's why I didn't say a word because we didn't want to misrepresent. But isn't that beautiful? Federal blue. I'll have to look out for that, Sherry. The place I thrift at has got all kinds of, you never know, and it's exciting. And Sherry said, "Well, I'm going in at that $20 bid because I Googled that and I know what she's talking about. Because I get a good deal, I give you one." So Sherry's in at 20, looking for 22. What a deal that is. So if there, it is just loaded with bubbles. That's not, it's not dirty, guys. Yeah. And I grabbed this on the way out the door and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I'm glad I did. So I'm not seeing any interest of 22. If you guys want to get in on this, just we need to see 22. Oh, have you, Sherry? I didn't know that. I found out something new. Awesome. See, you always find out new things about people in a chat that you never knew. So we're going to call this down. We're not going to dilly dally for Sherry. So the time is now because I'm going to call it down. It is just, it's amazing. And I was on my way out the door when I picked this up. So we're going to go once to Miss Sherry for her $20 bid. Going twice. Oh my God, this is crazy. I mean, there's so many bubbles in this. Fair warning, fair warning. Now's the time. Fair warning. And just so y'all think I'm being fair about it, I'm going to call it too quick. And we are sold to Miss Sherry for $20. And Sherry, sweetheart, I probably don't have your information. Oh, okay, Sherry. Well, Sherry found her treasure tonight. Awesome. And if you don't mind, Lenore, would you drop my email in the chat for Miss Sherry, please? Sold to Sherry. Congratulations. I when I Googled that, I was like, whoa, my goodness. I was just, thank you very much. I was just like, nuh-uh. No, this can't be true, but it was. And your stopper is in excellent condition. It is so full of bubbles, it's unreal. So let's put this in a safe place and thank you. Congratulations. I'm glad you were able to come in and find something to your liking. Yes, because sometimes, Sherry, I do so much glass and I do it by myself, and it takes a while. I mean, it takes, you got to really watch what you're doing because the post office is just, they throw things around and, right. And I'm so glad that you found that treasure, and that's what it's about. Sometimes we treasure hunt, and I'm going from one thing to another, but I think this is fabulous and I think it's vintage. This is the Monet, is what this is. Let me make for sure. I'm pretty sure it is. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Oh my goodness, it is Monet with the C in the circle. And some of you that like maybe larger statement, it's not humongous, but this is fabulous. It is Monet. Yeah. Look at your clasp, which is right there. Let me hold still. Guys, this is Monet, vintage Monet at its finest. Yeah, there's two F's, Brafford, Brafford. It's like Brafford, like the car, like the Ford. This is Monet at its finest, and it's vintage, guys. It is acrylic, but it is Monet. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. You're welcome, Sherry. You're very welcome. It ain't gonna fit that. Let's do this. This has a gold tone clasp, and that ain't gonna work neither. Either way I go, guys, it's all black and white. No pun intended. Look at that, guys. This is Monet does not get any better than this. Look at that. It is acrylic, but it is Monet, and I have a feeling that this was like basically from like the 70s. It is acrylic. There you have your bars in between and your little, it is acrylic. It is Monet, and it's the clasp is in excellent condition. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Monet does not get any better than this. So we're going to start this one. Let's start this one at 12. And if I'll quit talking and give you a measurement, we're going to start it at 12, guys. This is Monet at its finest. It might be a little bit older, but it's a nice necklace, and I'm going to have to go like this. We're looking at about night. Let me see. I can tell more. This is going to be more of a collar, guys. I have a little neck. It's going to be more like a collar one, and I know it's short. So I would say that, let me see if I can get it on. Why do they make things so short? I guess back in that day, the ladies must have been very thin. Let's see here. It's hard for me to. But anyway, it is collar length, so I would say it's about anywhere from a 15.5 to a 16. It's in excellent condition. It is Monet. It comes up more on the neck. And we're going to start this one at 12. It's just a real nice Monet piece, and sometimes your neck has to be tiny, but there that is. It's really a pretty one in really great condition, guys. It's I don't know why they make them so short. I don't know if you could add an extender. I don't think you can and make it look right, but look how pretty that is. Why does everything have to be so darn little, right? So that's about 15.5 to 16, and they come right up in here on you. So there's that one. I was downstairs and I said, that's Monet. It just has to be so darn little. So we'll put that one over here. And what's this? Hey, Jen, welcome in. And hello, Mama Marge. Your sister is here. I must really bear a really strong resemblance to her. And welcome in. Thank you for being here. Okay, this is a belt, and I believe that is milk glass. right there. And like I said, whoops, it got caught on something. And it's rather long, but I wouldn't use this as a belt, guys. I'll show you what I would do. Then you've got this little long dangly here. I wouldn't use this as a belt, but here's what I would do. There's always a method to the madness, right? Let's see if I can put this on here without, let's see if I can bring it between them. I would make this with that thing into a necklace with a dangling thing to the back. But it's pretty, I thought it was pretty neat. So there's that. It is gold tone. I don't see any wear on it because it probably didn't go around someone's neck. But it's really neat, guys. It's in really good condition. It does appear to be melt glass. And like I said, I would take it and bring it back here and make a necklace out of it. If you're crafty, it wouldn't take much to do that. Let me see something here. And make a whole total new look. And have all this beauty coming to the front with that long dangle in the back. But it is a belt. If you want to wear it as a belt, then so be it. And I'll start this at $10, and that's a deal. We'll start this at $10, and I'll bring it in for you. It's pretty nice. Or you could use it for decorating something if you wanted to. But I just thought it was really neat. It has this long dangle on it right there. I could give you a measurement while I'm talking about it, right? So let's get the old handy dandy measuring tool out here. Hmm. Let's see. Sherry, I'm missing your information. Did you put a 5 with the name at gmail.com? I'm not seeing it. And a lot of times, a lot of people do. And hey, Judy, welcome in. I noticed Judy was a very, she subscribed not too long ago. But here we go. Right. So try it one. There we go. I've dropped it in there. And thank you for subscribing, Judy. And I was in the middle of measuring, and my mind just went totally blank. And welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Let's do a wild measurement on this. We're looking at 30 inches on the necklace part with an additional about 8.5 inches. So it can be a belt, or like I said, it could be fashioned into a necklace. It's all according to what you want to do. The gold tone is an excellent shape, and there's that. Okay, next up, we're gonna really get into it here, guys. All right, what did I do with the? You mean I left my sample downstairs? Shame on me. No, I didn't. Guess what, guys? We have the ultimate of ring boxes, and I do have one, two, three, four, and they're antique. I'm just trying to. Now these guys, these hold rings, and no, they are not um, tarnish proof, but they are antiques. There you have what these are, guys. Is these, they're antique. They were used by salesmen back in the day, and they put their rings in this. It's is absolutely antique. I'll show you how they open. And voila. And that's for rings. And as you can see, it's not tarnish proof. That would make it even better. But look how many rings. There are some with what? I got you, Sherry. Thank you so much, sweetie. That's okay. That's okay. And there is Perla. Welcome in. Guys, these are special. They were antique. And these were used by salesmen back in the day to show their wares, so to speak. Look at that. The only thing about these guys, you cannot put a really high domed ring in that. You do have different sizes. See the different? You cannot do that. But it does hold rings. It is an antique. You can't put a big monster in there. There are different, as you can see, there are, that light's not my friend. There we go. There are different size bands. And guys, this is, doesn't get any better than this. And I'm telling you. And see on the side there, you pull those to unlock and to fasten back. These are fabulous, guys, and I did pay a little more than what I was used to. One, let's see, two, three, four. I have four of these babies, and I would like to see them go to someone or many of you that would like one because they're fantastic. How often are you, they say, shut up and what, how much? How often are you able to find something like this? Like never. It's a little bit over 14 and a half, 8 inches across, antique all the way. Let me go in here again. I mean, it's just fabulous. I have no words. I have no words except for how did I get into here? Let me pull this back. So you do have, let me tell you how many rings you can put in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And if you're like me, you probably got more than that, but So, with that being said, the antique has a lot to do with it. The inside of them are in great shape. You can even see indentions of what kind of ring. Now, these are going to be a little costly, but remember, they were costly when I bought them. What does the label say? More than likely, it says Rep Charles Johnson, and I can't see because these actually belong to salesmen. And if I could get that off of there, that is driving me nuts. But it does have the rep's name, and I cannot for the life of me see what's on there. Yeah, but there are some rings that are not honkers. But I'm not talking about. We're talking about these Mayor higher domed. Where's that at? Hang on, guys. Now I'm curious. You could put. And thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Aha, we're getting somewhere. Me and Clorox too. Okay, guys, this is a game changer. I'm not going to get it too much here. Isn't it amazing what a little bit of cleaning can do for a thing? It's the Gold Merchant Company, is exactly what it is. It has the Rep Charles Johnson, but it is the Gold Mercantile Company. And I'm going to start the bid. Now, this is for one, guys, and I wouldn't do this unless I felt like, you can't take a loss. I'm going to put these I'm going to start these at $50. I know that sounds like a lot, but look at what you're getting. The antique, the quality, it's all there, guys. And if you're looking for, we're not just talking about any ring box. We're talking about that it's from the Gold Mercantile Company, and they are antique. They're in excellent condition. I do have, there's 3 over here, and this is number 4. I've got to start them at that because I kind of remember what I paid for them, and they had me at antique, and there's this, and more than likely those are probably brass, and they are nice, guys. And if you are a reseller, or even if you're not a reseller and you want to, can you imagine this opened up on a dresser or something, displayed? It's not really, for what it is, guys. I think that's a good price. The starting bid is 50, and as you can see, they're no small fry here. This is the least I will go is 50. Sorry, guys. When you're and they're that old, guys, they are actually antique. Yes, she is, and we appreciate Lenore so much. So there they are, guys. They're not small. And inside they have some that are a little wider for wider bands. They are fabulous, just saying. They're not tiny. We got the fact that they're antique. They belong to, this was a Selman for the Gold Merchant Company, and it's It's way out there, and they're quality. They're not. So if anybody changes their mind and they're watching this video, please send me an email. And if you're interested, since no one bid on these, you could get them for that, because I do not need them. I just thought they were novel, and I heard the word antique, and I was like, ah. So that's why I got them, but they're just really magnificent. So if anyone changes their mind, I mean, accompanied with what they are and who may have used them, that's a really good deal, guys. I mean, it holds a lot of rings, and that's as low as I could go. So we're going to go back to some glass. Yeah, because they're really, I mean, they're just, I hear the word antique and I'm like, ah, So, ladies and gents, if Face the Ace is still here, we have yet another art glass, an amber colored art glass. And thank you, Lenore, for dropping those links. I really appreciate that, because we're all in this together, and to support someone is what we do up in here, right, Lenore? Look at that one, amber colored art glass. Now, this one is probably not as costly as that last one was, but I don't know. Let me look. Look at this one. And I washed this one out, guys, because it had a little something right there. So I turned it upside down and allowed it to drip dry. And this is amazing, guys. If you like glass that is in an amber shade, let me do a quick thing. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So let me see if I took a picture of this or not. These kind of, when I see these, I'm attracted to them for some reason. But that blue one was, if that was a goodie. Now where's that at? I know I took a picture of it. Well, I'm going to right now. Excuse my, oh my goodness, where's my plug-in? We're about to be over and out. Where's that out at? Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness, come on, don't fail me now. Ah, I always keep that plugged in, but if you've seen things getting a little dim, you'll know why. So I don't think that this is still art glass, granted, but that one being solid was something else. So we're going to take a quick looky poo to see on this what this one. And I try to keep it fair, I don't want to. There's a difference between selling something and making a profit, and the difference between selling something and it be outrageous, and I don't like to do that to people. So this appears to be a hand-blown art glass vase featuring a butterscotch or amber swirl pattern. Similar items are often referred to as Murano style or vintage Italian art glass. I mean, we want to sell, but we want to be fair about it. Let's see what this is running for. I'm just brutally honest, guys. Let's see. It's since the value on this one doesn't seem to be the same, I'm going to start this beautiful art glass vase at $15. You're like, is she crazy? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And if you like vases, It's beautiful, and that's a great price on that. Do I see any bubbling? Yes, there is bubbling in that. Quite indicative of hand blown glass, as a matter of fact. So there she is. I'd make a nice little kind of for small if you do live flowers or whatever. Some people, they don't put anything in them, they just kind of set them near a window. But that's a nice one right there. I thought it was nice. Very nice looking there, all that going on. But that is amber or butterscotch color, and I'll give you a measurement. We are looking at about 14 and a half inches tall, so it's not a baby by any means, so it's about that big in comparison. It's a nice one, guys. If you're looking for fancy doodads, that is the one. And I know there's some people that really love things like this, and people could maybe take that or leave that, but I just think it's amazing. And it's glass, it is a form of art glass. So we'll pass on that one. This one is available if anyone is watching after the fact, or even if you change your mind during the show, just put it in the chat and we'll be more than happy to take care of you. So if you don't like butterscotch or amber glass, how about green? Look at that. That is art glass as well. That is like a bowl. It does have bubbling in it. Let me give you a measurement on it. It looks to be about 9 inches tall. I know, Francis, this stuff can be very, I would say that is about 8 or 9 inches deep. And let's start this one. It's a little bit smaller. Let's start this one at 12. I mean, these prices are, if you like glass, this is your night to really get some deals. And that is art glass, guys. You just don't see that. You do have your darker green as well as your lighter green on the inside. That would be another pretty one to put in the light. And oh, does it have the bubbles in it? So there's that. I know it. But when I seen the price on that blue one, I was like, goodness gracious alive. That was, and I just grabbed that like on the way out. I didn't have any idea. I knew I liked it, but beyond that, Francis says 12. So I see Francis in at 12. What a deal that is. Thank you. So I see Francis at 12, looking for 14. This is fabulous. There's no roughness, no, like you can tell where this is really, really nice. I was thinking something, but I ain't going to say it. So I see Frances standing at that $12 bid. It looks like she's going to take this one home. 12, looking for 14. I do not see any movement in the chat, so that means we call this down for Miss Frances. So we're going to go once to Frances for her $12 bid. Oh, wow, Frances, that would be perfect. Going twice. Final and last call. And it looks like Frances gets her a really beautiful art glass bowl for the low, low price of $12. Now, Frances, what was the first name that when you sent me your information that you used? What was the first name? And that one's yours. I can't remember the name. Drew, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because it just went right out of my thinking there. Gotcha. And congratulations. That's a good one, Francis. Oh my goodness. It just has that, it just has that nature thing about it. So we'll put that down there. What next? What next? Okay, guys, I think I better bring this up. It's heavy. Say if she don't break it before she gets it up. Okay. Now the excitement will commence. Okay, guys. This kind of looks like oh, what do you call that? It just went right out of my head that well, it's Indiana glass and it has a beautiful prism design right there. King something or another. I sold some before. I do have 12 of these in really good condition. Talk about getting muscles. Look how that looks like. How that stands out and how that almost looks like it's coming off from this. That is just amazing. It looks like an actual box standing off of that with the beautiful red, and this thing's heavy. Okay, this is for sure Indiana glass. It is a vintage set, more than likely from the late 60s into early 70s. Thank you, Joanne. And I'm getting ready to, I got to make it worth my while because I got to pack this stuff. We do have 12 of these. I'm going to start this gorgeous punch bowl with that. What would you call that? Where it looks like that 3D effect. And we're going to start this at $40 for the bowl and 12 cups. Is that a deal? Well, sure it is. Oh my goodness. But look at how that has that 3D effect. This is quality, guys, I'm telling you. It's in really good condition. We have 12 of these. Oh, yeah, Christmas. I could imagine lights bouncing off these prism-like things. And Minnie said 40. Minnie, did I sell you one of these or am I dreaming? Not that I'm discouraging you, but didn't I sell you one? Because I don't want to sell you two. Well, I'm not telling you what to do, but I thought you were the one that I sold because I've had two of these. Maybe it was something else. And Minnie says, don't be trying to test my mind. No, colored punch bowls. Okay, so I see Minnie in at 40, and this will absolutely go by itself. Okay, gotcha, Minnie. I thought I sold you one. I might have been sleeping thinking I was thrifting too, right? So I see Minnie in at that $40 bid looking for 42. What a deal. How beautiful. Hey, Christine, welcome in. This image shows an Indiana glass Whitehall ruby red flash. Yep, you got it. There you go. Fantastic description. I knew it was Indiana glass. I know Brian's he was serious about that Carnival glass punch bowl set. He was not playing that night, was he? So I need to see 42 if anyone else is interested. If not, I'm going to get a drink of ice water. This will absolutely be packed by itself. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know Brian's going through some things, guys, and keep him in his prayers. It has a lot to do with his other brother. I know, Francis, or it would be insane. So just keep him in your prayers, guys, because there's something that he is going through right now. And I really don't like to tell, I've, he's pretty, he's pretty, for him and his brother too, because there's something going on that, um, I'm not going to say a lot because I really don't want to, because some things are private to people, but just keep them in your prayers, guys. And he's going through a lot. He's been through a lot, guys. And he is a sweetheart. He's a good guy. And then he said, would you shut up and call that down? So Minnie is in at that $40 bid for this outrageously gorgeous punch bowl set. So we're going to go once to Minnie. Going twice to Minnie. Final and last call for the goodness here. And it looks like Minnie is taking home the gold, and we are sold to Minnie. Congratulations. I know that, I'm telling you that I had a punch bowl, guys, and it was Carnival glass. And I'll probably never find another one like that. And I tell you that Brian, he was in it to win it and he thought it was just gorgeous. All right, Miss Minnie, congrats. This is just amazing, just saying. I thought for sure I sold another one of these. I think I have two goblets by themselves like that, but I think that's all I got. Yeah, Minnie, if you have more than, that's a good thing. That way you can, in case, heaven forbid, we know things get broken. And in my house, they break things and set them back where they were. And then I find them, I'm like, okay, who did it? I'm like, y'all could at least said something. Yeah, sometimes we do collect a lot of things and we get an over, oh my gosh. I've been going through my bedroom, guys, and it's insane. I mean, I'm like, when did I'm going to have when you sell another, but I can't remember who got it. Okay, someone else, but I know I had one. I'm going to have to get, you guys seen these things that are wooden and cross and have pegs on them? I'm going to have to get one of those and have my husband install it because I had a bunch of necklaces on a hanging thing, and one night we heard this crash. It was in my dining room of all places, and that thing broke. And well, my husband said, "Well, you did have a lot of things on that." I said, "Yeah, I guess I'm guilty of that." I'm getting rid of everything, which is why I bought that green vase. I got to tell you this story. Years ago, we had a toy poodle. His name was Midnight, and I would take him and have him groomed. And since he was a boy, I'd have a donut mustache done on him because it made him look so distinguished. And so my husband, he goes to Arby's, and of course the dog's with him. That's his buddy. Thank you for dropping that. And so he wants to stop by the grocery store. So hence he leaves the dog in there with the Arby's. They were cheddar ones. And he comes back out, and Midnight had cheese all the way around his mustache. And my husband said, "Well, I didn't think he was going to do it." I said, "Well, you don't put a weasel in a hen house and shut the door." But I could have just imagined what that looked like. And every time my husband took him with him to the store and he bought milk, he would bite a hole in the milk jug every time. And he'd be out there holding the milk up and with that little hole just a cussing. But Midnight, he said he wasn't no dummy. He two things that dogs like: meat, meat, and meat. He come right up to the window and had that little mustache. It's like all the way around his little snout, and it was just loaded with cheese. I said, "Well, I didn't think he's going to do it." I said, "Well, you don't put a weasel in a hen house and shut the door, now do you?" Okay, next up, I've laughed. I don't know what made me think about that, and I laughed. I laughed and laughed about that. It was just, do you ever think of something that happened a long time ago and you start laughing just like it was yesterday? It was funny though. So, as if you didn't have enough pretties to set around, I think I've got one that's really pretty. Look at that. Now, is that not gorgeous or what? Thank you, Miss Lenore. I do have another channel, and Lenore just dropped that. You're welcome to drop in on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is uh, biblical, biblically based, and you're welcome to come in and join the group. I'd be happy to see you in there. But look how gorgeous that is. I have tried to make a rule for myself that if I have to dust it, I don't need it. Hasn't worked so far. But you can't help it. Look at this. This is so beautiful. So delicate. I got the little, I believe this is porcelain. Just gorgeous. I'm going to have to look this up, guys, because I don't remember what this, I know it's vintage, but hey, Rena, welcome in. That's good. We love laughter. Laughter is absolutely the best medicine ever, right, guys? Let's see. Did I take a picture of that? Well, where's it at? Let's see. Well, we're going to right now, but this is the most elegant, sophisticated, beautiful. I would have to go pick it up in person and bring it back to make sure it doesn't get broken. Well, Minnie, you're welcome to come on down, but I got a game plan. I always, when it comes to these bowls, I use styrofoam in the bottom of the box, and on this, I've got it all planned out. You gotta really, you gotta really watch that post office because they're hazardous to the health of your items sometimes, guys. Let's see what this is. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness, my yawn, guys. I know, Showbell. Hey, Betrayed by Sin. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Welcome in. And I think this may be the first time Betrayed by Sin has come in. And welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. So, this is a Glazer brand porcelain flower vase, handmade in the Ukraine, featuring 3D pink rose accents and gold trim. It's used to be a standalone art piece or a vessel for flowers. I don't think I put flowers in that. Let's look through here. This is even better than I thought, guys. Base white porcelain. Made in the Ukraine. Everything's fine. We made it through a couple of states without losing our mind. So this is porcelain, guys, made in Ukraine, and I hope you're doing well. Sometimes our lives are busy and we get kind of things happen in our lives, but a place like YouTube with all you guys, it's like we're all family. So, that's a good thing about it. It's like we've never met one another in person, but it's just you feel that connection with people, and that's a good thing, guys. It really is. And let me see oh my goodness. It does bear the glazer made in Ukraine, and it's handmade. I know, Shell Bell, it's like getting up in the morning and making your coffee. You automatically do it. It's like a thing that we do. So, guys, here is your little signage on the bottom. It is definitely what it said it was. If I don't go nuts trying to make it show. And you can see that handmade on there. There we go. Come on now. And this is made in the Ukraine. And we are going to start this. It is vintage as all get out. Let me see if it tells us how vintage. It's just beautiful. Something you definitely want to set up somewhere and away from danger from being. It's 12 and a third by 7. It doesn't say what age it is. But it is a gazer, not a gazoo, but a gazer. So we're going to start bid this at $18 for all that. It is a gazer. It is porcelain, fine porcelain, and very beautiful, might I add, with the real fired gold on that. It's just lovely, guys. And I would not put flowers in this. This is something that you set up on a shelf and look from a distance, and that way it don't get broke, right? But it is the way it's the leaves. I like the way they did the leaves with the tipping on that. This company has went above and beyond on this vase for sure. With the tip like that, you don't often see that, guys. With that variation of color. I'm gonna get me something to drink, guys. And Minnie said 18 because she definitely knows what she's looking at. She knows from whence it came. Right, guys? So I see Minnie at 18, looking for 20. Where's my paper? There it is. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate that. So we have Minnie in at 18. Need to see 20. And thank you for those hearts. And we'll give it just a few moments so you can take in all her splendor, because she is fabulous. Look at that. You don't see that edging like that, guys. You just don't. So I think everyone's gotten all the details. So we are going to start calling this down for Miss Minnie at that $18 bid. I just thought it was beautiful. Going once to Minnie for that $18 bid. Going twice. Final and last call. And it looks like Minnie takes home another one. Congratulations. Congrats. Actually, I was going to go on last Friday, but it was been so daggone hot that I'm glad I picked this Friday because it's a lot more tolerable. And that, congratulations. And thank you guys for being here. Do not forget that thumbs up so that we can get this show on the road. And I think I'm going to bring these up. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you, Christine. I would very much appreciate that. Let's do these. You guys probably seen these in a short, and they are margarita glasses. Let me get all. I've got a total of 4 of them. I know it. I tell you, I think the older we get, the less resilient we get when it comes to things. This one's got a little flea bite on it. I didn't see that right there, but it's not sharp, and I don't think it affects it aesthetically. So I have 4. I should have had 5 of them, and I haven't located it yet. But it's just a little flea bite, and there's 4 of them. And let's see here. It is so. I'll be glad when we get to the fall part of the year, because I can't get it. It used to not bother me, but like I said, as we get older, more things do bother us. My husband, I tell you, he don't mind the heat at all, but I don't like the sweat. We're starting to get more and more tornado warnings here. We have never got tornadoes. It's very rare, and it is because when you got so hot and with the humidity triple digits, and a cold front comes in and it hits it, it's just a recipe for bad weather. Kentucky's been hit quite a bit. Okay, these are crate and barrel caprice line featuring hand blown bowls and multicolored stems. And this one just, dang it, has a little flea bite, but it's not sharp. And I was supposed to have five of them, and I don't know where number five went. But if I find it, I'll swap that out. So we have four margarita glasses, very very nice, hand blown bowls and multicolored stripes. Do you see that? So there's four of them, and I will put four of them at a starting bid of $12. Oh, that makes me mad. And my thing said, but it's not sharp. It's not. You really can't tell it until you lift it up. But they're still very nice. I mean, there's no cracks or nothing like that on those, and there are four of them. The sky got that weird green. Oh, I know what you mean, color. You know it's going to be bad. Yeah, when it gets green like that, it's like batting the hatches for sure. You know that 2012 one went through here, and well, two of them did, and it just leveled the school. It sent a school bus across the road into a restaurant, and they had a basement, and it missed. They just went in that basement when that bus come flying across the road right into the dining room of that restaurant. It was a bad day. I was working that day. I was in Scott County North, and they thought it was coming there first. So man, it tore up Henryville bad. So there's those. It was pretty. I mean, it started up on the hill up there, and it came down, and we've got a basement. And well, my husband and daughter I think we had, what dog? Do we have a dog? I think we did have a dog went down in the basement, and the hail was that big, and it was bouncing off the ground into our basement windows. And they say some of that hail damage it went all the way through the shingling to the wood. But could you imagine that could be like a torpedo? Big old thing falls down from the sky. Why, it'd kill you. You know, something that big. It was that they were that big. It was a horrible day. A terrible day, guys. We'll put these back over here. I was in Scott County about 10 miles or 12 miles from here. And you want to talk about scary. I came home, it was dark, and it was around, oh, it was a little bit after, that was in March that happened. And I came home, and there's police everywhere. And I went the back way, and the poles, guys, the telephone poles were down like dominoes, and it was a mess. It broke. We had a big glass door on the back door, and it just shattered. I mean, it was really a bad day. Storms scare me. So next up, as if we didn't have enough glass. Yeah, it was a very, I mean, it no sooner than one went through, here come another one. And it was a scary day. Let's see, where's the gallery? It was definitely scary. Then you get some people that chase these storms. Well, that's just insane. You know, you never, Mother Nature, you never get too close during a storm because you could get hurt really bad. Okay, I've got 10 of these, and the rest, the biggest part of them, are wrapped up. These are vintage Libby Radiant Pattern water goblets. They are 7 1/8 inches tall, and they do have weight to them. And they say that these are classified as a discontinued item. That means you can't get them. So I did see these online. 4 of them sold for $30. So I know what I paid for them, and there's 10 of them, guys. And there's your bottom. Very lovely. They're water glasses or whatever. So I have 10 of them. We will start all 10 of these, and they're very well made, by the way, for we'll start all 10 of these at $25 for these. And I distinctively seen 4 of these selling for 30, and you're getting, and there's 10, and they are vintage. They are Libby. The pattern is radiant, and they're just amazing. Let me get you a measurement on them. They are just a smidge over 7 inches, and they are quite the looker. I clean these up. Usually you get stuff in the thrift shop, and I was very surprised to see 10. And these are basically pressed glass because it does have a seam. If you don't want 10, we can break it up into 5. And Minnie said, nope, 25. So I see Minnie in at that $25 bid, looking for 27. It's a heck of, well, Minnie, I know Minnie Googles. She searches those deals out, right, Minnie? So I see Minnie at 25, looking for 27. I don't see very much movement, but we will give it just a, yeah. Francis is in at 27, looking for 29. All 10 of them out the door. They're just so well made, and it seems like the things that are older, Minnie's in at 29, looking for 31. It seems that the things made back in the day were so much pretty and better quality, and a lot of people do like that vintage. Francis is in at 31, looking for 33. We're talking about 10 of these things. And Minnie is out. Thank you, Minnie, for your bids. And it looks like we're going to call this down for Francis at 31, unless we see 33. So I didn't see any more action in the chat concerning these glasses. So we're going to go ahead and call these down for Francis at 31. Going once to Francis. Going twice. Final and last call. 31 still holding. And it looks like we're sold to Francis for 31. These are magnificent, by the way. And I'll just hang right there. Congratulations. Thank goodness the sun went down because it's hot as heck in here. So, how many of us have heard of Jody? I remember the name of the punch bowl set. It's King. Yes, Judy. Thank you very much. And I had some King's Crown, and I think many may have gotten those. Thank you guys. I had a mind that was all I was thinking too hard. Maybe I don't know. But that's it. King's Crown. Yep, the good stuff. So, is anyone familiar with lusterware by chance? These are just the color of them. Of course, these are ceramic, and what makes this fluorescent look to this is iron oxide that is applied after they are brought out of the kiln, and they're just the color on these guys is just outstanding. Look at that color. And naturally, I love peacocks. And they do have a little ding, a dot, a ding every now and then. And these are no exception. These are really good because a lot of times, a lot of your lusterware may be broken or cracked because actually lusterware goes pretty far back in history, really. But they they were experimenting with different oxides, and once this caught on, this type of lusterware, it really took off. And the color, evidently whoever had these probably did not have them near a window or anything like that because it would have affected the color quite a bit. So naturally, I like to get things in pairs. We have two of them. Let me take a look here. And thank you guys again for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you think about after the show, leave a comment. I would appreciate that. Goes a long way, guys. It really does. Let's see here what I do. But I can't get over the color in these for their age. It's almost unheard of. So, which tells me that they were put not near a window where the sun might have changed. Even with certain glazes, guys, after so long, the sun's going to get it. And they're mid-century modern. And I think it's about the condition issue what these go for. I think they're beautiful. And these do have a few dings, but they were so pretty, I was willing to overlook it. Well, where's that spot? And you really can't tell. There's like a spot right in there. See that white spot right there? There's one there. And then there's one on the base, but it's really menial, really. There's one right there. I think there's a couple on this, but it was, to me, it was about the pretty, and they are pretty. There's one on the side of the eye right there. See the white spot? But they were just too good to leave behind. Something that, and they call this iridescence, is what they call it. Let's see here. And they do go for various depending upon their their condition, and I would say these are in really good condition because of the color. And naturally, they're going to go as a set. That's how it should be. I thought they were, I didn't know how these were used, but they're really, really pretty. Let me think. Let's just do both of them for 25. You get both, not one, but two of these. The color is fabulous. They are absolutely vintage. And there's a little boo-boo on his beak. But guys, for what they are, you really couldn't leave them behind. Look at that pink, how beautiful. Where you would think something like this would be faded or something like that. But I just really love that pink in there. Such a pretty color. Then you have right there in its little feathers, that is fired gold in there. And the color, Judy said 25. I thought that was a fair price. So we have Miss Judy in at 25, looking for 27. These are great. Maybe there not a lot of these survived. A lot of them got broken, but these do have condition issues. But they're very nice. So I see Judy in at 25, looking for 27. Um, Really, Eldine, I really don't think it is because with white, you really couldn't see the beauty of it that well. I have only seen possibly colored lusterware because it gives it when they add that which is iron oxide on it, it gives it more of a when it's color, it makes it pop. So I see Judy in at that $25 bid. There's your bottom. But they are pretty, so I do not see any other bids. So we're going to start calling these down for Miss Judy. I thought they were just beautiful. So I'm going to do a bedroom and peacock. Well, good choice on these then. So we're going to go once to Judy, going twice because I didn't see any other interest in the chat. I think that's a good deal for those. Final and last call. And we are sold to Miss Judy. Now, Judy, could I get you to do me a favor? Lenora, would you drop my email in the chat, please? And just send me your, what you normally do, your YouTube name, your real name, your address, the email connected with your PayPal, and we are good and you are welcome. I'm glad these are just, they're I think they're above average. And congratulations, sweetie. And there again, there's probably not too many of these left that are not decimated, so to speak. And that, my dear, belongs to you. So, are we sure no one wanted this? One of these fabulous, fabulous ring boxes. It's antique that holds six. Excuse me. You'd think I was drink. This is water, by the way. Which holds, goodness sakes, which holds 64 rings, and they're from the Gold Merchant Company, and these were representative boxes that went around and sold jewelry. Are you sure? What a deal. These are brass on the corner. They are just, this needs to be clean, but I could tell what it says. Nobody wants one. Look at that. They're fabulous. They're like, if you have a lot of rings and you want to store, I mean, this is, I don't know, it's really solid. But that's, and I have four. And if anybody's interested, think what a impressive display that would make. So, if they was tarnish proof, that would make it even better. That would almost be like super, super, super. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I know you guys love things like this. Look at that vintage with the two birds at the top, the two handles, more than likely. This is from Midwest of Cannon Falls. Wow. I didn't know it was missing that. We're missing two rubber feet on the bottom. We're missing two rubber feet. But this does not protrude really to scratch anything. But all these are little rubber things. And I didn't know. So I was too enthralled with the aspects of the mirror and knowing that it was vintage. We have the handles on it. Be beautiful sitting in a bathroom on a, you know, if you've got one of those double sink deals with your perfume bottles on it. I'll give you a measurement when I'm thinking of it. It is a vintage one. Let's go underneath. Ooh, that is just a hair off of 13 inches across. It is over 12, by the way. And about 8.5. I don't see where that's a big deal, but if you wanted to, you could just cover those with something. You could even put that the little felt pieces on there. We're just missing two of these little thingies here, right there, a little rubber thing. I sent it to you. Do you see it? So, hang on. I'm sitting here in another world besides where I should be. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. You may have put a D where there should have been an F. Jody, I sure don't, sweetie. Here, let's go down here. Because sometimes people think Bradford, so. Nope. So there you go, sweetie. You may have put a D where an F should have been. And that does happen quite a bit because, you know, a lot of people's minds goes, you know, Bradford. Um, so, yeah, you try it. There is your, okay, Judy, don't forget, sweetie. So this is like a vanity mirror type thing where you would set your brushes or perfume or whatever you wanted to. And this is a really nice mirror. It is vintage. We do have a couple knobs missing off the bottom, but not anything that really affects it that much. And I'll start this at 12 as well. This is without a doubt the most beautiful mirror and slash vanity. It's really pretty. Mini is in at 12, looking for 14. Vintage vanity. It's very pretty. I see mini in at 12, looking for 14. Beautiful. I mean, this would be gorgeous. Even in your bedroom as a little pick me up. So mini. That's okay. I do that too. And so mini's in at 12, looking for 14. We'll give it a few minutes just in case, because I know there is a lag associated with YouTube. But yeah, when I want something, I'm in there before too. And thank you for the heart. So I see no other bids in the chat. So it looks like we're going to call this down for mini. Going once, going twice. Final and last call. And we are sold to many. That's real. I really like that. I put you're taped it on your handle instead of your mirror. And congratulations to you. Let's see here. We're gonna have to shuffle some stuff around here, guys. All right. Well, we're gonna get rid of this one. It's not totally cracked, but it's good enough. So next up we have, now these are pretty amazing if I do say so. And I got your email. Thank you so much, Judy. You're in like Flynn, so to speak. Thank you so much. So remember these beauties with that Greek key and that beautiful gold. How gorgeous is that? They're in good shape for their age because a lot of times the first thing that's going to go is some of the gilding, especially with these are probably not used that much, guys. And we're going to throw that in with it that's old as well. Let's see. Let's see here. By the time I find it, let's see. Well, let's just make a quick picture. I have a question for you guys. Thank you, Minnie. I know that especially Minnie and some of you other lovely people out there have bought a lot of this vintage glassware. Do you use this glassware, or do you display it, or how do you use it? Just curious, because it is pretty spectacular. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a vintage Italian crystal wine goblet featuring a 24 karat gold Greek key pattern ring, and is likely manufactured by Cristalleria Fumo or a similar Murano style maker. Isn't that pretty? Look at that Greek key on there. So I was just curious, do you guys use these, or do you display these, or just curious? Let me look. Dang, these are kind of pricey. Well, I'm glad. Lordy mercy. Yeah, a person just wants a nice cup, not rights to the company, right? Two Murano glass. These are high dollar, guys. They really are, from what I could see, but not today. Come on. These are Fumo T Parezi, Parezios that I can't even say it without getting tongue tied. Mercy, they're expensive, guys. But I remember. So when I bought these fabulous, I have an old cabinet in my kitchen that I display glassware, and so the glasses she bought are just like the perfect fit. Well, fantastic. I'm glad to see that people are enjoying their goodies. Now, this would have been really perfect because I'm getting ready to sell everything together. This has the same color gilding as this does, but there's no Greek key. And I didn't think it mattered because they put them together anyway. And this is a vintage picture as well. There's your bottom. If it had been a Greek key, I'd have really been excited, but it's close enough. I mean, I could see these sitting together, couldn't you? I felt like that was a pretty darn good match. So we have the four goblets, which are fabulous, and we all know that big long name that I couldn't say again if I had to, and that beautiful Greek key. And I'm getting ready to sell all this together. I did buy it as a set. Hmm. These are my, if this is just so good, guys. Let me see. You get four of these goblets if the other one didn't have a boo boo in it, daggone it. And this for, let's do $30 for the picture, and these are worth the price of admission. $30 for the picture and four of these. And if you look that up, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I mean, they're fantastic. I wish that other one didn't get something happened to it that made me mad. Look how beautiful. And the matching picture, they were together, and I thought, I saw what a good idea. So I see many in at 30. The cup, one of these alone is really worth the price of admission. So I see many in at 30 looking for 32. These are perfect. I mean, they're just makes you want to shake. They're so good. And they're connected with so I see Minnie in at 30 looking for that $32 bid. These are amazing. Minnie did her homework very well. But hey Donna, welcome in. Lenore, sweetie, would you drop my email in the chat for Miss Donna? And welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. So Minnie is in at that $30 bid. These are, oh my gosh, just gives you chills up and down your spine. So Minnie is in at 30, unless I see a 32 here really quickly. We are going to call these down for Minnie. These are fabulous. I was really surprised. So I see no other interest in the chat. So we are going to call this breathtaking set down to Minnie. So we're going to go once to Minnie, and Lenore, thank you so much for doing that. Going once, going twice. Final and last call. And it looks like Minnie literally is taking home the gold. This is so beautiful. I thought they paired it so well. And who am I to, whoever did that did a wonderful job. And we are sold. These alone would really make your liver quiver. It really would. I mean, am I the only one that gets excited over stuff like this? So good, guys. Fantastic. And congratulations, sweetheart. I got just such a good. Oh my God, guys. You're going to literally kill me when I bring this up, but since you can't get to me, I'm going to do it anyway. No, I'm kidding. These are gorgeous. Oh. So look at her getting all tore up over here. We'll just set these over here. You guys are going to freak out. And welcome back, Shell Bell. Shell Bell was getting her daughter, and that's what we moms do. We take care of no matter how big they get or how old they get, they're still our babies. So, this is insane. You guys are going to literally die with this one. Let me catch my breath before I go over there. Lord have mercy is all I got to say. Now, guys, you are normally used to punch. This is smaller, but it's pretty deep. You are used to punch bowls having the little, like, looks like an ear. Check this out. This is crazy. This has been sitting up here for a little while. Let me empty out some of these before I hoist this up. This, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. Because it's so heavy, guys. It is so pretty. It's been sitting over there taking up space, and it needs to go to somebody who is going to enjoy it. And it is beautiful. Let me make sure we got the right amount. That was what I was like, whoa, I've never seen that before. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have to get these out, guys, before I muscle this. Check this punch bowl out. You think you've seen different? Check that out. Is that fabulous or what? And she comes with 12 cups with, yeah, isn't it nice? I was so impressed by that handle. I'm like, dang, I've never seen that before. Yeah, it would make a good fish bowl. It really would, but this is not as large as some of the others, but there is quite a bit of depth in it, guys. And it's been so long, and this since I have let me go in and make sure I know what I'm talking about. But I was just really impressed with the square. You just don't see it, guys. Let's admit it, we just don't see it. And usually there's not a lot of, unless I come in there, and they're normally a pretty good price, guys. So I'll pick them up, especially if they're like that. Let's open that up a little bit. Let's see. Evidently, this is mid-century modern. It's like a diamond motif on there, and this says the word colony on it. Colony diamond block, and it looks dead like it. Whoa, crystal punch. Oh. Like I said, I bought this because it was so incredibly unique and you just don't see it. So then we have all 12 with that very unique handle. Hmm. Let's do $30 on this entire thing. Okay. Sure. Convenience. I am interested in the butterscotch art class. You got it, Donna. You got it. Thank you very much. And I do have your registration. Thank you so much. And since it's a bygone thing and no one jumped in, we're just going to sold to Donna. Congratulations and thank you for that, your information. Appreciate that. That is what a deal. The deals are flowing. Congratulations, sweetie. Got you covered. I remember what I did with it. There it is. So we have a $30 bid for this thing. It is just out of this world. Let me give you a measurement. Of course, it is big. Let's go from top to bottom. It looks like we're coming in about 9.5, just a smidge over 9.5. About 9 or so inches deep. It's pretty fabulous, guys. You don't see this. This right here, of course, you're not going to be able to put, I guess you'll have to hold it, well, if your fingers are small, but if not, it is held this way with your finger. No, I'm kidding. With your finger out. And thank you for coming in, Donna. Thank you for your registration. I really appreciate that. Everybody, the night is winding down and it's cooling off. Yay. So there's that one. It's a heavy one. There's your bottom. Kind of different. That would be kind of neat that would be a lot of parfait, but thank you, Donna. It's heavy now. Okay, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to take this by itself. But she's still available. She's very different. She is a different spike. It would be nice for a bridal shower. Spike punch. Yeah, if it was spiked instead of holding it by the handle, they'd be holding it like that, right? They'd be all wild and crazy, wouldn't they? Let's grab this beautiful picture over here. Now, boy, this is a beauty. Look at this one. Now, if that's not gorgeous, and it is vintage, of course. And I've seen these at different prices. That would be lovely with iced tea or whatever you chose to put in there. I'm not going to, one should never tell another person what to put in their picture, right? Let's go from the lip. This one's coming in at about 9.25 inches tall. Let me see what this was, guys. See, did I take a picture of that? Yes, no, maybe. Let's see. There she is. I believe this is a good example of American pattern glass, EAPG, or mid-century style glass. It is a beauty. Let me see. Wow. I don't see any seams on that. It's not crystal, though. But she is beautiful. There's your bottom right there. There's the beautiful etching on that. It's just really pretty. Let me see. Looked like a bubble for a minute there. Let's do this one for $12. Picture of blood. I don't think I've ever had one of those. $12 for all this vintage goodness. There's your bottom. the beautiful etching on it. That gorgeous. Just, I thought it was so delicate and frilly. I thought it was something else. Let me move these out of the way. Oh, Bruce is still here. He's doing his invoices. Speaking thereof, I tell you, they was killing me on those sunglasses. Yeah, it's a lot of work, guys. Between glass and jewelry, it takes time. It's almost you almost have to do it like an assembly line. Except I'm the only one on the assembly line, and I'll be working hard too. So we will pass on that. Put this over here. Don't sell this and forget. Okay, I guess I didn't. We go from glass to vintage purses. Lucy and Ethel. Here we have, ladies, a vintage purse. Let me see what it's marked. Made in China. Ooh, wouldn't that be on the chocolate assembly line? That was, wasn't it? There's your inside of it right there. It's dark black. It has here's your little clasping mechanism right there, and it is a cross body. When you don't close the chain up in there, it's a cross body. For God's sake. Oh, it's pretty. Oh my gosh. Hope I didn't get that stuck. Only I could do something like this, guys. Come on. Well, to be seen later because it's stuck. May have to bring out the special tools. Let's see. Seems like there was something else. Let me step out of here for just a second as I play. I think there may be something out here. I know. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's those glasses. Guys, I've got stuff everywhere. As my husband so gallantly told me about it. Well, nobody's perfect. Least of all. Let's see, what else can we bring up? Let's see, I'm going to have to do some moving here. Let's see. All right, let's do this. Okay, guys, as I tiptoe across to everything, my husband said, "Well, look at this mess." I said, "And?" He He likes to have a verbal sparring match with me. Okay, Bruce, very good. So, what we have up in here, well, you ought to see that dining room table. It looked like something blew up on it. I mean, literally blew up. And I'm not even joking. Let me wipe this down. I hate to show something in this kind of shape. We also kept out of the estate. If you guys did you guys know that Taurus made an SUV? It's kind of a grayish, light gray, kind of a mist color, and it seats 6 people. And we kept that just in case that, we would want to transport more than 4 people. And it's in really good condition. So we kept that. We sold the van. It was a Grand Caravan. We sold that. Like we needed another car, like a hole in the head, right? Well, my husband couldn't say a word because he's got a Jaguar 61 or 60 out in the garage. Been sitting there for years. Something ever happens, and I'm going to sell that. Not that I'm wishing anything, but the paint job alone was $3,000 on that thing, not by us. So, what we have next is a vintage Cristal d'Arges Durand crystal bowl, originally made in France. Look how beautiful that is. I'd use that as a fruit bowl, and of course, it is vintage. Isn't that beautiful? And we're going to do 12 on this because this stuff has to go. Gotta go. Look how gorgeous that is. That is quite the looker there, guys. And it's crystal. It's got a big long crystal d'Arges. Listen to that. Ding, ding, ding. And so I see Donna in at 12 because she knows that it's really a good piece. It really is. I've had it a while. So we have Donna in at 12, looking for 14 if there's any other interest. Oh, it really is shell bell. It's really cut really nice. I mean, that's so pretty. Donna, stick around. You have yet to see. And thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Donna's in at 12, looking for 14. And I'll give you a measurement instead of doing all this talking. So across this beautiful piece is about 8.5 inches. The depth is 6 inches. And it's just beautiful. It's one of those pieces that you don't see every day. Got a very long name associated with it. And I see Donna at 12 looking for 14. If we don't see any action out there, we know who it's going to, correct? So, and I do ship with Pirate Ship, by the way. And as you know, everything's gone up. So I do my best to keep your box within something that is reasonable. I'm not the type that shoves something in a box, and I usually do a bag in a box. if you want to, Donna, I can mail this directly to her if you'd like, or unless you live in the same area together. I can sure do that for you. But I do a box and a bag because it's cheaper. So that's how I do it. I do not use rigid anything because it's too expensive. Okay, good deal. So I see Donna in at that $12 bid. I see no other action in the chat. So it looks like Donna is going to get this one unless I see 14. Yes, Donna, I pack the dickens out of it. And normally your box in a bag is cheaper, and I just put it down in a garbage bag and wrap it up, and it is cheaper. I would not ever ship anything rigid. It'd be like, that would be crazy. So we're going to count this down for Miss Donna. We're going to go once to Donna for that $12 bid. Going twice. Final and last call. Lenore is just so handy. We really think a lot of Lenore in all the chat. She's always there. And we are sold, sold, sold. Oh, have you, Donna? Okay, good deal. And this will go to Donna. Congratulations. Sold, sold, sold. We are sold to Donna. She'll love that, Donna. It's just so, oh my gosh, I have no words. When I don't say something, you know something's that good. Let's see what we got next. And like I said, I do all the wrapping myself, and I'm not Speedy Gonzalez, but I'm not I'm not really slow, but I try to do it correctly, because when you're shipping glass, you got to be careful because the post office is not. But fear not, I pack the dickens out of it, because I know how they are. Alrighty then. Y'all, I've got the stuff, no doubt. This will be coming up next. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. And we're getting ready to see some pretty stuff. So if she don't break it first, no, I'm kidding. Let's give this a quick wipe so it won't look so rough. I always thought this was so beautiful. And I think it's a Mikasa. Let me check and make for sure. Yep, I was correct, guys. It's a Mikasa Rosella. Okay, this is a Mikasa Rosella crystal serving bowl featuring a frosted ruffled petal rim, and a clear floral design. The dish is often attributed to Walter Glass in Germany and may be listed as a hostess bowl. The hostess with the mostest, right? A lot of times people are really attracted to these footed bottoms, and this does have some little tiny, no, it don't, it's just the design. But no, here's the bottom of it. This is really beautiful, guys. And the design is frosted. This is textured right here. You can see the texturing on the outside of it. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. So I've sold my weight in Mikasha. Boy, have I ever sold that. And I seem to really be able to really get a lot of it. So let's do this one for $10. Look at this, guys. This is way beyond. Look at the ruffling of it. It's just gorgeous. And then you have texturing here. It's just really beautiful, guys. A beautiful, beautiful bowl. I've really gotten some bang up Mikasha pieces, and it's just so pretty. While I'm yapping, I could give you a measurement, right? So from petal to petal, it is almost, but not quite, an 11. The depth is approximately 5 inches deep, and Minnie says 10. We have Minnie in at 10, looking for 12. Oh, this is pretty. How many crickets? Is it pretty? I'm melting, guys. I'm melting. So I see Minnie in at that $10 bid, looking for 12. If we don't see any movement in the chat, we will just sell this to Minnie for 10. It's been here for a while. It's time for it to go bye-bye. So I don't see any other movement. So we're going to start calling this down for Minnie. Going once. What is that? Oh, it's a piece of paper. Going twice. Excuse me. Hey, Ellie. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Going twice. What did I eat that's making me? It's talking back to me, whatever it was. Final and last call. And it looks like Minnie's going to take that one home, and it is a pretty one. Thank you so much. We need to do, I've been sitting here like, duh, we need to do a giveaway. And this is what I decided, guys. This is a very good incentive, I believe, and congratulations. So we're going to do, I'm going to give a credit. I'm going to do, this is going to be two separate things. I'm going to give out two $10 credits. So that means you have to come and see me. If I ever come out of this a lot, no, I'm kidding. So we're about to do two different giveaways for a $10 credit. It doesn't make any difference whether you bought anything or not, but if you did, it's a good incentive. Somebody's going to get something good. So, let me wet my whistle here. Lets me think. What can I do that is totally fair? And this is for a $10 credit that can be used at any time, now or at a later date. How's that? There's nothing like free money, right? And this is just something that I want to do, and this is for $10 that I'm doing for you guys. Not only does it help you out a little bit, it encourages your return. Let me think of something here. And there's nothing like coming back into a chat, having some money in your pocket to begin with, right? Let's see. What should we do? Numbers are overrated, states are done to the hilt. What should we do? Hmm. Any suggestions out there? Throw some suggestions out there. Colors or flowers? Okay, the first giveaway for that $10 credit, which may be applied tonight or any time. And if you watch the preview and you see something that didn't sell and you want it, it's a be a prime. Let's do a flower. Let me think here. Let me think. Okay, let's do a flower. Are we ready? Are we ready? No, we're going to do a flower, Donna, and see how this goes out, turns out. So we are going to do a flower. The flower name is on this piece of paper. So that's okay, Donna. We all love personalities. I've got one that's can be very funny too. So on your mark, get set, and go. Name a flower. We got a carnation, daisies, petunia, rose, a mum, a tulip, a marigold, not yet, a daisy, a lily, dahlias, not, I don't see it yet. Birds of paradise, a mum, black-eyed Susan, somebody was close. Lilies, somebody's close again. Iris, rose, weeping petunia, lotus, not yet. It's got two words in it. I'll give you that hint. It has two words. I used to have some ladies of the night that bloomed real honeysuckle, tiger lilies. Oh boy. Sunflower. You're in the right area. Angel's breath, not angel's breath. It's two words and you're getting close. Baby, not baby's breath. Black dahlia, not the black dahlia. Buttercup, nope. Calla lily. Jean got it. Ding, 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 ding. Jean, you have a $10 credit. That's what it was. Jean gets a $10 credit to spend anytime, and I will write that down so I won't lose it. and you get a $10 credit. Congratulations. And that is Jean. You guys, there were some really close answers. You get a $10 credit. So, if anything you've seen in the show tonight that didn't sell that you want to apply to that or some other time, they are beautiful, aren't they, Jean? If you've seen anything that didn't sell tonight or in a future, I'm trying to have more shows and get a little bit faster. You have a $10 credit, and what a way to start out. Fabulous. Calla lilies for our wedding bouquet. Oh, they are beautiful. I like the stargazer lilies as well, so I'm going to pin you right over here. So she got the first one, and is redeemable on something that may not have sold. You're welcome, or something that when I have another show, bang, you come in, you automatically have $10 off. What a way to start something, which could mean that, you could get something totally free or money put towards something that might be a higher ticket item. Well, I'm a cheap date, so nothing's really, no, I'm kidding. Nothing's really, really, really expensive. So, round number 2. Let me see. Let's see. Our colors. Hey, Marche. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let me think. I may have to. Let's see. We'll just do it the old fashioned way. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And let me see. We're going into the archives here. Let's see. These commercials get on my last nerve. Now, where's the. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let's see. They're messing with me on this. Let's see. Why do they keep bringing. Okay. Okay. Here is the question. The Tower of London is famously guarded by which kind of bird? Go. Let me reread you the question. The Tower of London is famously guarded by what kind of bird? And go. Not a nightingale. No, we're talking about the tower, not an eagle. We're talking about the tower. Shell Bell got it. Ding, 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 ding. Shell Bell had was the first to install the correct. You got it. The Raven. God, that pen wouldn't write to save its soul. Let's try this one. Yep, it was the Raven. I am totally jinxed here, guys. Come on now. There we go. Now, the question is, Shell Bell, what do you have over here? Didn't you have a lighter, Shell Bell? Do you want to use your $10 for a free lighter? Or do you want to hold that over? Bingo. Shell Bell spent hers wisely. All righty then, that worked out well. So Shell Bell, how did you get your answer? Did you guess it or did you really know it? So listen at her asking how I knew it. So you get a free lighter. That was a good guess. Well, yeah, I wanted to do that because, like I said, not only does it, a lot of times when people come in the chat, they don't have very much money to spend. So if that helps them along the way and it encourages their return, right? And you're welcome to watch the replay, Donna. I really appreciate. I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. This heat up here has worn me to a frazzle. So I think I'm going to call it a night. I wanted to make it worth your while because you waited and you were so patient. Did you want that purse, Shell Bill? Let me see if I can get. And I really wanted to. If that don't come out, I am literally going to scream. Oh, come on, $10, Shell Bell. What in the blankety blank blank? Come on. Meanwhile, this time tomorrow, you can have that for. I'll be darned. Come. I'll have to have my husband get it, but it's for you, Shellbell. This is 10. For God's sake. Only I could do something like that. I'm telling you guys. In between, that will be for Shellbell. She got a wonderful free lighter out of that, which. Boom. And I'm going to let you guys go. I'm up here melting. The heat wears me out. It's so good to see each and every one of you. Thumbs up. And if you would, what you got, Eldine? What is that? WD-40? Yeah, WD-40 or. Thank you, Donna. Very nice. I want to do something special for you guys because, hey, like I said, it's just good. It's just good to be able to give back. And that's one of the ways we do it here. We rock up in here, right? So I'm going to let you guys go. If you don't mind, please leave a comment after this video. Okay, Ellie, that's fine. I know Ellie, I believe Ellie works and she's a busy girl. And we still love you, Ellie, no matter what. We know your time, everyone's time is valuable. Thank you for your time. Love you guys. And this girl's going to be busy. Thank you for being here. And good night. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Appreciate you guys and have a great rest of your afternoon.